Hi everybody. I thought I'd just do a random live because I didn't get to do one this week. I am feeling much better, but still feeling a little so that's why we're starting straight here on the craft table. Great. So I was talking about the stamp set, so that's pretty cool. Or you can color this in with pencils or blends, which we'll be doing today. So I do have a design in mind, and it's a design I've seen done with a different stamp set, but I thought it could work, so we'll give it a go. I've prepped a Whisper White card base here, and I die cut using the largest stitched nested label die, and I partially cut it and then I repositioned the die so that it was pretty much a hexagon and ran it through the die cutting machine again to get this little thing. So when I positioned it to cut it off, I had the excess coming down. Where did that piece go? So the excess was here, and you kind of got to grab the notches, the little dots, the stitching, to get it right, and then you know it's all good. So there's that, and let's get stamping. So we're just going to be using the not the photo polymer, we're going to be using the Big Rose. It is a big stamp. I do like using the Stamparatus for this one because it's a lot easier to handle, but because I wanted to move it around a bit, I've mounted it onto our biggest block, and we're going to stamp. So I've got, what was that? That was Smoky Slate Grey, and we're just going to stamp that on the background. Perhaps wanted that a bit lighter, but that's okay. Now that it's stamped, isn't that just gorgeous? Like, even stamped right there. That is a beautiful, beautiful flower. I'm going to fill the background with that. It is a bit awkward using this big block, I'll have to admit. Stamparatus would be good, but I feel like it'd be too fiddly positioning it each time. There. I feel like we could add something else. There, we'll turn it around. And some extra there. Great. I'm really happy with that. So put that. That was again Smoky Slate, and I'm going to grab this chamois, clean that up. I will find out the name of the card maker whose kind of concept I'm copying today, and I'll share that when I post this on my blog. But for the moment, the name is flown out my window, out my head. So this is the Memento Black ink, and using that because I'll be colouring the image with our Stampin' Blends. So tap, 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 tap. And I'm going to try to make sure I do get a rose in. At least part of the rose. Lovely. And yeah, I should re-ink. I'll re-ink before I do anything else. It is quite a big image, so it's hard to place exactly. That's so, and I want some leaves. There. I'm very happy with that. Give that a quick clean, because knowing me, I'll get something in and then I'll be unhappy. Perfect. Put that to the side. And I'm going to remove that because I feel like the messiness is showing through. Though I do want to protect my table a little bit. I'll grab a... So happy Friday, everybody, and happy 1st of November. For those popping in, I am Tatiana. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the mid-north coast of New South Wales, and I love sharing my paper crafting with everybody. So these are our Stampin' Blends. These are alcohol-based markers, and they are really fun to colour with. I'm going to start colouring the rose. And they come in sets of 2, or you can buy them individually, but each color is a set of 2, and that means that you get a light and a dark of every color, And I am using the lovely lipstick color. It's this beautiful deep rose color. That's the best way I can explain to describe it. So I put down some darker lovely lipstick, and now I'm blending that in with the light. And it's just, I feel like I'm an artist when I use these, because honestly they blend out and it looks like you've got this perfect shading on your card and or on any project, on coloring books or anything really. And just, I really feel like I'm so creative with these. So I'm just coloring in. As the alcohol evaporates, the colors blend and it's streak free, unlike regular markers that you get. Regular markers would leave a lot of streaking. Making sure I'm coloring all of that rose in. And I'll do the berries in red. I wasn't going to, but let's see. Got the right one. Poppy Parade, excellent. I'm going to just mark in the dark a bit of the berries and then bring in the light Poppy Parade. So I'm just doing a dot on each one just to give them that shading. What I could have done for something different is do the light first and then add the dark, but there won't be as much blending in the process doing it that way. And you're just dotting. I wanted to kind of blending it in a little bit. Has anyone got some lovely weekend plans? My hubby's birthday is today, so if he doesn't come home too late, we'll go out for dinner, which is nice. I'm always up for not cooking dinner. Who wants to cook dinner, honestly? There we go. Who needs that? I'd rather eat out or craft. To be honest, I'd rather craft, but if I had an option, it's eating out. Between cooking dinner and eating out, it's eating out. Now I've got the Call Me Clover, and again I'm going to start with the dark. Add it to where the shadows are and then to the middle of those leaves. This one's a bit more trickier with around the berries. Just a little bit of patience will go a long way. So this is a limited time suite. It is absolutely gorgeous. I had lots of projects to share with you this week, but getting sick has set me back, but I will share all of them over the next week and you'll have lots of inspiration. Each of the elements of this suite are sold separately, so there is a stamp set, which you can see I'm using today. There is also DSP, which you'll see over the next week. There is also, what else is there? A beautiful ribbon, and my customer gift this month is the, what are they called? The gold glitter dots, enamel dots, and they are part of this suite. They are so cute. Where are they? They should be on my table here somewhere. This is the ribbon. It is just gold and shimmery and beautiful. I've got a little bow here, which I didn't work for the project I thought it would, but I couldn't resist keeping the bow. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I'm just trying to find the, here they are. Here are the dots. What are they called? Gold glitter enamel dots. They are so cute and they are so sparkly. Love them. So those are my customer gifts this month. Now again, there's a bit of a leaf here, and the greenery, what a pine, the pine needles. I was going to say pine cones, but they're not pine cones, they're pine needles. Oh dear, iPad telling me low battery. It's okay, as long as my phone doesn't do that, so that we can keep recording. That is the main thing. So I'm just colouring this in. So the idea is that this is grey and white, and then we'll pop this on top with a splash of colour. And how easy and quick was that to colour in? Now, if you really like any of these products, the best way to get them, the truly best way, is to join Stamping Up, and you can join my team, and you can get any of these products at a discount. I can't decide which way I like this way. Gotta just colour in that little pine cone. So I'm grabbing the soft suede. I like to use the bullet ends for some reason. Don't ask me why. They're more comfortable for me. But people like the brush tip. There's two tips. I do like the brush tip for bigger areas. Yeah, that little pine cone's all done. Now to assemble the card, essentially. So that is the idea. We'll put it there or there. No, I liked it the first way, and we're going to use Stampin' Dimensionals. These are sticky, double-sided, sticky, foam-backed lifters. They give a bit of extra texture or depth to your projects without too much of an effort. And so if you can see, when I place that, I run the back of my fingernail on as I've placed it, and it lifts the backing up, makes it super easy to take off. And I'm thinking, before I stick that down, it would be pretty cool to have some of that ribbon coming out from behind. Since I was talking about it, and it is so pretty. So I'm kind of measuring it out how I would like it. There. Where are my paper snips? Oh. Perfect. And the way I like to add the ribbon is by making sure that's the correct way. And I'll take a bit of tear and tape. Add that. So that'll be hidden. That'll be behind the little panel that we're adding. And I'll use the pointy end of the take your pick tool to peel off the backing. Transfer that ribbon swirl. And the tear and tape allows me to adjust it, so I can move this a bit more on an angle and this one more on an angle. There. Perfect. And now I'll add this back in. Just give it that extra special. That ribbon is really, really pretty. So pretty, I want to cry. There. Just trim the ends off nicely now. I like to keep it at the same angle. There. And what I prepped, oh, that's slightly crooked. Oh, no. Slightly crooked. I don't. Where'd that thing go? Shouldn't craft when you're still sick. You make little boo-boos. There we go, it's coming up. Yay, it's coming up. Oh, some of it's stuck to the ribbon, so that's making it easy to lift. There. Keeping it real, as I like to say. There. Straightened it out. That's better. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at the card. And what I've done in prep is I heat embossed Peace and Joy. If I bring in the stamp set cover, it's this sentiment here, but I masked off that and inked it up in Versamark ink, and then Peace and Joy on there. And we'll just use a little bit of liquid, multi-purpose liquid glue. peace and joy. I didn't want a big sentiment there, but I thought something small would be good. And new project is complete until you have stamped the inside. Let's do now, which I will do in the grey, just the corner there. And we must stamp the envelope. And today we're going to stamp the envelope flap. So what I do is I slip it underneath a piece of paper and have another paper, so my entire work surface is covered. Ink my stamp, and we can stamp that. So it's a bit like the background of the front of the card. One more time. So great, brilliant, perfect. That is one ready Christmas card. Peace and joy. Beautiful wishes for Christmas. Now, I do feel like a bit of a fool. This is Whisper White Thin because I've run out of Whisper White Thick. So I would recommend Whisper White Thick, but do you know what? It's standing pretty well. It is coping with that. I guess it's not too much on the card, but isn't that cute? Quick, simple, a bit of color therapy, matching envelope, and you're ready for Christmas. Now, honestly, if you would like to purchase any elements of this beautiful suite, I highly recommend joining. You'll get everything at a discount, but if you don't want to join, no worries. Spend $50 or more with my store and you'll get these sticker sheets for free from me, and also you get to join my customer loyalty program. It costs nothing to join, just spend $50, and every time you do, you'll get a sticker to collect 10 stickers and get a free gift from me, because I like to reward my customers, show them. It's not so much about rewarding, it's showing the appreciation. I shared in October a image saying that supporting small businesses means that you get a little happy dance, and I honestly do a happy dance every time I see someone has ordered with me. So thank you so much for your support and your understanding this week that I haven't been posting because I haven't been feeling well, and the links to shopping are on this post, and I shall see you next week, hopefully back to my regular schedule. Thanks for watching and bye for now.